What if I told you some people don't hate humanity in a dangerous, violent way? No, that's a completely different path, and we all agree that's wrong. I'm talking about those silent souls who look at a busy room and feel drained before they even step inside. The ones who skip parties, avoid loud groups, who feel more understood by animals than humans, not because they're cold, but because noise hurts them more than loneliness ever could. They don't wish harm on anyone. They simply crave peace, a peace that other humans keep interrupting. But why? Why do some hearts pull away from the world? Why does avoiding people feel safer than being around them? This isn't about rudeness or being antisocial. It's something deeper, psychological, invisible, something that maybe even you have felt. And by the end of this journey through the mind, you might discover a version of yourself you never knew existed. Because the first type, the one we're starting with, carries wounds that never healed, and their story could be yours. This type stops trusting people when trust becomes a weapon used against them. Maybe someone they loved abandoned them. Maybe a best friend turned into a stranger. Maybe a family member who promised safety became the source of their deepest fear. When hurt comes from the people we believed would protect us, the mind builds walls thicker than any fortress. Every broken promise whispers, "People always leave. People hurt you. Don't trust anyone again." Their heart bleeds silently, and every new connection feels like a threat, a risk of reopening wounds that never fully closed. So they choose loyalty of a different kind. A dog that waits by the door, a cat that curls up beside them, a pet whose love is pure and simple, no lies, no betrayal. In that softness, they finally breathe, but not everyone withdraws because of pain. Some walk away because peace feels better than chaos. Let's meet the next type. This person doesn't retreat because of heartbreak. They retreat because the world is too loud. They are guardians of their own mental clarity. They prefer silence over gossip, a quiet night over a suffocating crowd. But here's the cruel twist. Society punishes solitude. People whisper, "Why don't you join us? What's wrong with you? Do you think you're better than everyone?" No. That's the whole point. They don't think they're better. They just need space to breathe. Every criticism is another shove, and every shove pushes them further away. They don't hate people. They just hate the pressure people bring. But there is a final type, a darker one. Not just escaping people, but despising what people have become. This type isn't just avoiding others. They are fed up with humanity. Every disappointment, every lie, every unfair moment has turned their heart into a shield. They look at the world and see selfishness, cruelty, hypocrisy. They expect the worst from others, not out of paranoia, but because experience has taught them it's safer that way. They struggle with unresolved anger, a bitterness that keeps them distant. Trust feels like a joke. Hope feels like a setup. So instead of risking connection, they choose solitude, sharp, heavy solitude. But before you judge them, look closer. There's something all three types share, something you might recognize in yourself. Three types of people who seem like they hate others. The betrayed soul, protecting their wounds. The peace seeker, protecting their peace. The human-weary cynic, protecting their heart from the world. Different stories, but one truth. They're not trying to hurt others, they're trying to survive them. The world is complicated, people even more. And sometimes the deepest form of self-love is distance. So now the question is, when you say, "I don't like people," which version of yourself are you really protecting? Tell me in the comments, which type feels closest to you? Or do you think humans are worth the effort after all? If this video made you see people differently, hit that subscribe button. Because here, we explore the minds most people misunderstand.